This is Doofy McButterscotch, and we've finally returned to Kevin Spacey's list. I took a little bit of time off, got busy with some shit. But anyway, KPAX. Well, I thought this was going to be a much different film than what it was. I thought it was going to be more boring because KPAX doesn't really sound too interesting, but it's actually about aliens, but not the kind of aliens you'd expect, because Kevin Spacey is an alien. His human alter ego is Robert Porter, but his real alien name is Perrot. And the whole thing about it is he goes onto Earth, and the whole thing, KPAX is the planet he's from. So he goes to Earth, and he takes over a human body and uses that as a host, and he goes around telling people about his planet in an old person place. I forgot. Let's see, retirement home. That's the name I was looking for. I said old person place before. It's called retirement home. But anyway, he goes there, and there's a psychiatrist that's there and tries to get him down to earth. And that's played by James Bridges, or not James Bridges, Jeff Bridges. Ah, darn it. Anyway, yeah, around the end of the film, Jeff finally gets turned around, and there's no actual alien footage, and there's the whole question of, was he just crazy or was it real? So it's a different take on the whole extraterrestrial theme. Anyway, see no evil, hear no evil. Now, Kevin Spacey plays a pretty small role in this one, not as small as Working Girl. He's the villain, and Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor are the main people in this one, and the whole see no evil, hear no evil is because Richard Pryor is blind and Gene Wilder is deaf. And both of them are around when a crime is committed, and there's some comedy involved. There's a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of stuff going on, and it's a good movie. If you want to have a laugh, go for this movie because it's one of the good comedies. There's a lot of shitty comedies out there, so if you want a good one, go for this one. The Usual Suspects. This is kind of like Seven because it goes all over the fucking place. And basically you've got a whole bunch of people who have been rounded up as the usual suspects, and they're all being suspected of a crime, and they don't know who did it, and they're trying to figure it out. And this is one of those mindfuck films where you have to really be paying attention the whole time to actually get the movie. Now you see, I'm not the smartest dude on the planet, so this kinda went over my head, so I still don't get it to this day. But if you're into those kind of films, well, watch it. So what do I think of Kevin Spacey? Well, I think he's a pretty damn good actor. I mean, he can play the good guy, he can play the bad guy. I think he plays a better bad guy than good guy, but, I mean, he's good. He's one of those classically good actors. He doesn't do a lot of shitty movies, which is good, because there's a lot of actors that sell out and do shitty things. And he's got the Netflix series that's got him in a political role. I've never watched it, but I'm sure it's good because it's got Kevin Spacey. Anyway, moving on. Sylvester Stallone. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Now, I watched the Rambo movies way out of order because I actually watched the second one, then the first one, then the third one. So I did not watch them in order. I was all over the place. But anyway, Rambo First Blood Part 2. It's your stereotypical action movie, and you got Sylvester Stallone in it, and he's doing the stuff that Rambo does. He's going into a jungle, he's shooting people up, he gets betrayed, and one thing leads to another, and he eventually gets revenge on everything. And the first Rambo movie was actually pretty different because it's not even set in a foreign country, it's actually in America, and Rambo just goes apeshit. So the original Rambo is not in this, but I just thought I'd do a quick little shout out to that. Rocky 4. Now, this one's actually pretty good because I actually played the Ivan Drago game that this is based on. So, if you want to check out my Ivan Drago Let's Play, you can go check those out real quick. It's an awesome game, but anyway, the movie's pretty good too. Ivan Drago is one of the coolest opponents that Rocky Balboa has ever had. I will break you. It's classic. It's a great movie. It's just like the other Rocky ones. I believe it's my favorite one in the Rocky series. I like it the most. They've got a lot of stuff going down on that. It's good. It's real good. And I don't want to spoil it. Cliffhanger. Well, it surprisingly doesn't end on a cliffhanger. It's all about climbing rocks and climbing the cliffs and the mountains and all that stuff. Sylvester Stallone is, of course, the main character, and they've got some other dude who's in a shit ton of movies, who's also in the movie, and he has a misunderstanding with Sylvester Stallone, and he wants to kill him, but then he learns that he's not the bad guy, and it's basically an action movie set in the mountains. So if you want to see what that turns out like, it's pretty good. I liked it. Rambo 3. Well, this one is basically Rambo just shooting the fuck out of everything. He does. He shoots everything. I've completely forgotten what the plot was. He's in some sort of jungle or Afghanistan or whatnot. I don't even know, but he just shoots a shitload of things, and it's good. That's all I can say. It's good. Rocky 3. This one's got Mr. T in it. And I think this one's pretty good too, because the first two Rocky films, yeah, they don't have, let's see, they got the original Rocky, but they don't have Rocky 2, so I will not be able to review that. Anyway, Rocky 3, it's got Mr. T. It's a pretty decent fight. I think Mr. T doesn't show up as much as Ivan Drago does, and Apollo Creed, Rocky's opponent in the first two movies, actually helps Rocky to fight Mr. T, so I thought that was pretty cool to see them buddy up and team up to take down Mr. T. I thought that was pretty cool, and I liked it. It was good. Rocky. Now this one's different because in Rocky 2, Rocky actually beats Apollo Creed in the rematch, and this one, it was actually just a sparring match, and there wasn't really a winner. Well, actually, Rocky lost. He lost the match. And, yeah, that was really different because I never watched the original Rocky, and I thought he just won everything, but apparently not. But, yeah, I thought it was pretty creative. It didn't focus as much on the fight as all the other films do. But, yeah, I thought it was pretty artistic for me. It's nostalgic because it's the very first Rocky movie that started everything, so that's pretty good. The Specialist. We're going to have to squeeze this one in because we are running out of time. Specialist. Sylvester Stallone is a secret agent. He's trying to do stuff, and his name is Ray Quick, and that's a cool name, and we've run out of time. See you next time.